This is Gemara Sanhedrin Daf Kuf Hey, and once again rolling on Kuf Dalet and Beis. We are 5 lines into the very wide lines as we continue discussing and darshaning different psukim in Eicha. While learning once again should be an incredible zchus Rafua Shlema, Bertinok ben Miriam Ahuva, B'Soich Sha'ar Chili Yisrael. Continues the Gemara. Sila Kol Ibarei Hashem B'Kirbi. Hashem is trampled, all my mighty ones. This means like one who tells his friend, this coin has become pointless. They laughed at you. And what's the reason? That the pez before the ayin, they said with their mouths before what they saw with their eyes. Another pshat. Anyone who eats of the bread of Klal Yisrael, Tayim, Tam, Lechem, taste the true taste of the bread. Hashem, they don't taste the taste. They ain't Lechem, Tam, Lechem. Hashem, like Karo, continues the pasuk, they were called. Those who call not upon Hashem, Rav Amar Elu Hadayanu Shalom Emo Balamde Tunokais, people who don't necessarily either corrupt judges or Malamde that don't act properly. To such people, the bread of Klal Yisrael is consumed by our enemies. Says the Gemara Miminon. Going back to our Mishnah, we spoke about the 3 kings, the 4 Adiyaitais, who does not have any share in the world to come. Who listed them? Amar Ravashi, Anshik Desai Gedolim Minon. Amar Rav Rav, Big Shoilim Nois Echad. They wanted to add on one more king, Shlema Melech, but the most Yugna Shalaviv, the image of David Melech came. Vinishtachal Lefneim, and a prostrate in front of them, Veloshkichu Aleha, and they did not pay any attention to him. They did not pay any attention. Ba Ish V'Shamayim V'Lacha Ish V'Safsaleim. Ish came down from heaven and the fire licked their benches. Lo shkichu aleim, yet they would pay no attention to it. Yatzabaskal v'amar lahem chazita ishmayer b'malachta lefnei malachim yitzatzav kol bal yitzatzev lefnei chashukim. Do you see a man who's diligent? He stands in front of the kings. He should not stand before the darker one. Says the Gemara, Mishektim be'isai lebeisi lebeisai. Said the Kadosh Baruch Hu, one who built my house before his house, Beis Hamikdash first, Lo'idel Shebeisi, Banim B'Sheva Shanim, who based upon B'Shleish Esrei Shanim, that my house took 7 years, his own house took 13 years. He'll accompany the kings in Gan Eden and not in Gan Gehenna. Still, the Anshe Knesset still didn't listen. They wanted to list Shlema Melech amongst this group. Yatzabaskol. V'amra. Finally, a Baskel comes out and says, Ham imcha yishalmeno ki ma'atzlik yata tivchar v'loyani v'goymer. Is it from you that makes punishment? No. I, says Hashem, is one that chooses. And finally, at that point, the Anshe Knesset did not list Shlema Melech amongst the list. Says the Gemara, Taireish Rishimais, those who interpret Psukim, Ayayimim Kula and Ba'in Laila Mahaba. Arguing on the whole premise of the Mishnah, says the Darsh Rishimais, no, everyone does go to Elam Haba, Shenemar, as the Pasal Gilgal Nashav Ephraim Mois, Roish, Yehuda, continues the Pasal, Mechaikike, Moyav, Siarachsi, Aleda, Mishlich, Nali, Olai, Palashti, Israeli, Li Gilad, Li Menashe, says Gemara Za'achov, that watch and Aval Baramot Gilav, Menashe Kimashmo, Ephraim Mois, Roishi, Zem, Yeravam, the Kasim Ephraim, Yudim Mechaiki, Zachi, Teufel, Sachi Teufel, as you turn over to Kaveh and Alv, the Kasim Yehuda, Moyav, Siarachsi, Zegechazi, Shlakalis, Kirichitza, Al Adam Ashtach Nali, Zedoig Hadaimi, Olai Paleshes Israeli, Amr Malach Eshaz Nekaj Baruch Ben Shailam. If Yavli Davishari gets a Plishti, Vayir says Banecha, Gas. David Melech comes, who killed the Plishtin Goliath, gave over all his possessions to the city of Gas, will come and he'll argue, what are you going to do to him? Amr lehem, alai la saisan, reim zelazet, it's on me. Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I'm going to make friends amongst Daig HaDaimi. And Achi Teifel says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I will indeed allow them into the Olam Haba according to this Shita. We continue quoting Madua Shoivcha Ama Zeh Yushlaim Yishubach Nesachta Nitzachas V'Geimer Amar Rav Tshuva Nitzchei Seishiva Knesses Yisrael. Tshuva for Klal Yisrael responded that what Amar Lahem the Navi Amar Lahem Navi Yisrael Chazru b'Tshuva V'Seich Shechatu Eichaneim. Amar Lahem when Navi Achem Shlo Eichatu Eichaneim, where the Naviim that didn't do Averos they also died. Shavar Seichem Hayehem Naviim Alolam Yechyu. Amar Lahem Avasechem Chazru V'Aidu Lai. So they continue and they're told that your forefathers did Tshuva. Avasechem Shechatu. Excuse me. One more time. Where's the place? Amar loy cannot shenemar ach divri v'chuki shetzvisi savada anaviem. With warnings and decrees, we're able to stop. Says the Gemara, you as well should do tshuva before punishment befalls you. Shmuel amar ba asar b'nei adam v'yashul lefana. The pasuk referred to 10 people came and stand in front of the Navi Yechezkel. Bnei Adam Yoshev Yelfanav Amar Lahem Chazu B'Tshuva Amar Loi Eved Shemachu Rabba Vishek Sheger Shabayla Klum Yesh Lazal Zeh Klum. What are you talking about? The master's already sold us. You've already been divorced. Is there anything to be done? Amar Loi Kadosh Baruch Hu L'Navi. So Hashem responds, Lech Amar Lahem. Go tell Klal Yisrael. Eizeh Sefer Karisus Imachem. Which Sefer Krisos do we have with you? Sheshlachti Ami Minoishe Shemacharti Eschem Loi. Hey, says the Kadosh Baruch Hu that indeed Shulchan Imchem, tshuva will be accepted. What is the meaning of the pasuk? David Avdi, Nebuchadnezzar Avdi, Kol v'yidul of Misha Aimer Vaya Olam, says the Gemara. Shasid in Yisrael Leimer Kach Lefikach Ektor Kadosh Baruch Hu V'karu Avda, and called him his servant. Eved Shekanan Nechasim Eved Lemin Nechasim Lemi. V'ayla Ruchachem Ayam Loisiya Sheratem Aimrev Niya Ki Goyim Kibshachos Haratzos L'Sharis Eitz V'Avin Chaynom Hashem Chayanin Hashem Elokim Im Loi Biyad Chazakum Zernetuya V'Cheim Hashmucha. Not for the fact that it was his outstretched hand and the Chema Shvucha Hashem pouring out his wrath, Imloich Aleim, I'll rule over you. Amar Rav Nachman, Kol Ki Ayrischa, Lirtach Rachman Alon, Ule Farkinan. Hashem should bring all the wrath upon us and then redeem us. Says the Gemara, let's go a little bit deeper into the story. Klal Yisrael is now listening to the Teichach of the Navi. The Asul and Mishal of Yaranu Amar Avrachana Amar Lahen Navi the Yisrael Chazu B'Tshuva Amar Lai in Anu Yechalim Yitzareh Shalabanu Amar Lahem Yisru Yitzreicham Amar Lai Elakav Yaranu. They said we can't do Tshuva, so the Navi Yeshaya says to them, Yisru Yitzreicham give you Yitzhara Musar, and they said to Yeshaya, let its God of the Yitzhara instructed not to seduce us. So instead of listening to the words of the Chach of Yeshaya, the Yidden responded and therefore met their demise. So we're in the middle, the end of the narrow lines, the 4 Adyates, you don't come to the next world. Says Gemara Bilam, what does that mean? A second shot, Bilam Shabilam. He confused the people. Ben Ba'ar, Shabal Ba'ir. Because he was with Be'ir, he was together with a wild animal, Bilam. This is the donkey he was together with. Tana, we learned in a Mishnah, Hu Ba'ar, Who kushan rishasayim, who lovin arami. Buar is the same as kushan rishasayim, same as lovin arami. Bar shabal be'er. He's called Bar. Why? Because he slept with the animal be'er. Kushan rishasayim shoes be Yisrael. He made two evils in Klal Yisrael. V'achas b'mei. Achzei Yaakov. V'achas b'mei shafait ha'shayftim. Uma shemai. Lavan harami shemai. Says the Gemara, Ksiv and Bar, Ksiv B'nai Ba'ar. So which one is it? Explains the Gemara, Amar. Rabbi Yechon Aviv B'nai Hulai. Aviv Hulai. B'ne Vias Bilam's father was his son in the Vias. So when the Apostle says that Ba'ar was Bilam's son, Bilam ben Ba'ar, or Ba'ar ben Bilam, means he was inferior in his nevuah. However, Ba'ar indeed was the biological father of Bilam, as we find in Psukim, Bilam ben Ba'ar. Continues the Gemara, Bilam. With regarding to Bilam on the third white line, he doesn't come to the next world. But it sounds like others could yet come to Elam Abba. Masis and Mani, Rabbi Yeshui, the Tanya. Rabbi Lazar Aimer Yashur Shayim l'Shayla. Shayim should go into the dabs. Kol Yim Shalach Elikim Yeshavar Shayim l'Shayla. Elipashi Israel. Kol Yim Shalach Elikim Zelipashi Abed Chavim. That's sheet number 1. David Rabbi Lazar. Amalei Rabbi Yeshua. Chinemar Bich Ol Goyim Alo Nemar Ela Kol Goyim. Shech Elikim El Yeshu Elu Yeshvu Shayim l'Shayla. Maniu Kol Goyim Shech Elim. Afoyis Rosh Hashanah Simin Teiva Atzmai. And even that. Rasha Bilam made a sign himself on Twice Nafshi, makes Yisharim, Twice Nafshi, Mais Yisharim Teachrisi Kamayu. That if I'm going to die, let it be to Mais Nafshi, Mais Yisharim, my soul will die together with them. In Lav, in the Oilech Lami, I will go together with my people. V'yalchu Ziknemav Zikneminyan, Tanya Minim V'yamayav Layolem Shalom Me'olam. They never have Shalom. Two dogs and two watchdogs with a flock of sheep. The dogs were not nice to each other. A wolf came against one of the dogs. The dog said to his family, if I do not help him, I'll kill him today and tomorrow. He's going to come to me. So the two of them went and killed a wolf. Amar Abba, Hainu Damri Inchi Karshuta Vishunra Avadu Ilula Mitarba Tivish Gada. Says about the weasel and the man made a wedding feast on the fat of an unlucky victim. So we see that was level that was accepted. My love in Bilam. Continues the Gemara, the story, the officer might have stayed with Bilam, Shari Midyan Lechan Azol. Came and Darmalo Lim by a letter of Shosuchem. Tavracher Klom. Yishav Shanitz Benai, Amram Nachon Chotzba. If you look up Ishmael, Mani Meikar, Ksev, Lachimam the Saif, Koblei Chata, Amrav Sheshes, Chotzba Malchusa, Bloy Teno Dechsef. Vanechayim, Rachum Meishuach, Melech Manashem, Eleb Ben Eitzera, Keshet Mimenu, Begaimer. Rav Yechanan, so falls in the details. Rav Yechanan, Bilam, Chiga Baraglei Achas. He was limp at one leg. Shnemar Velach Shavi Yishim Shem Mishtei Regalav Shnemar Shafif and Alei Arach. Hanoishech Hakava. He says Bilam Suma Bachas. I am the horse that was blind to one eye. Hayishnemar Shtei Ayin Kaisim Ami Asai. Haksevacha. Nalu Vigilo Yenayim. Uksev Asa Avini Haman Evel Almita Vigamer. It's Mar Such Amar Kaisim Amasai. Haya. So it continues the Gemara. Says Marzucha, another Avera of Bilam, he would perform Kishaf with his Amma, his meal, private, Marbraid Ravina Marshaba, al Osana, he slept with his donkey, Madamar Kaisim Amasai, Akdamar, Madamar al Osana, Xibacha, Kara Shachav, he crouched and he lay, Xavaz main Ragla, between her legs, it doesn't sound like it was with an animal, Kara Nafal Shachav. So we turn over to Kufcha Amid B, says the Gemara, continuing to describe the unbelievable powers of Bilam ben Bar. This Bilam Arasha, says the Gemara, he knows the mind of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Das behemas laviyada, das elyon aviyada. He doesn't even know the das of their behema. So you know the das of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. My das behemasai. What is? Asked the Gemara. What is the das lebehema? Damr le, my time l'rechachla, so say amr lehu, shad lebrativa. You know why I don't use the animal? It needs a retiva. It needs to graze a little bit in a marshland. Amr le. So the Shidangi says to Bilam, Halay nechi oisencha leteina ba'alma, shershachta alay akray ba'alma me'idecha. Says the Gemara, Akray ba'alma only occasionally Bilam applies, that he wasn't always together with this. I'll perform Maisi Isha's marital actions. Says the Gemara. So what exactly did Bilam respond? He knows. He knows how to find that moment in time. The Kadosh Baruch Hu is upset by Kamerlu Navi Yisrael, so Navi said Klal Yisrael. Excuse me, so Navi said Klal Yisrael Ami. Ami Zacharna Mayatz Bilik Melech Maya Vuma Ana Isai. Bilam ben Ba'ar Min Hashita Vada Gilgulim Andas Selakas Hashem. Malam Adas Selakas Hashem. Armalim Kadosh Baruch Hu Yisrael do go out. No. Kama Selakas Asita Imachem. How many righteous things? How much succor do we give? Shal Kaasti Kolos and Ayamim. B'mei Bilam, they never got upset that he's a Bilam Marashal Mali Kaastan Kolos Yamim L'Nashar B'Sanim Shal Yisrael. Sorry to Paul, if they would have gotten angry, Bilam would have been able to attack Klal Yisrael. Hadim Tek Amrlei. Bilam the Balak Mayakav Lo Kavael. What did that Bilam mean? Al Zayim B'Chol Yoyim B'Kamazamoy Rega. Shega Rega B'Chaim B'Tzayne. It's one little Rega. So Iba you say Malech Amilech B'Chadarecha Uskar D'Lesecha Batcha Chavi Kemat Rega Diavar Zam Emas Rochas B'Tlas Shi Kamaisa Ki Chavarta Tarnagola Ki Chavarta Karbalta Tarnagola Kol Shaita V'Shaita Nami Chavra Kol Shaita V'Shaita Ismei Surki. Says the Gemara, it's always white. It says no, it always says transit. It said he Shaita, and on that moment says the Gemara, he Shaita, excuse me, lest be Surki Sumki. There should be no more Surki. There should be no more Sumki. There's no red streaks. This means, in a moment that Kadosh Baruch Hu is angry, there's not much that could be done. And we conclude with one final story of, as we'll see, a Chacham that try to utilize the aforementioned ways to see what the story is. They took her chicken. So he said to her, rip it open, and I'll bring in a daven mizbeach. Amar mi mati. Says the Gemara, I don't understand. Mi mati. Shaita. When that moment comes, I'll tie. So Bilam says, I'll curse guys. I'll kimatu shaita namne, he dozed off. And Amar says, Bilam, Shema mino lavoyer chara. Must be an approach to Chavi Amish l'tzadik l'tova afilu memine lo ibai le lemeimar achatana b'shvei ramir b'shesh acham zerechas amalachim manichana kasrein al reisheim. This beautiful moment, umishtachah on the third wide line, Nachamim Yad Kayes, Bilam Baboike, Vechamish Satsine. Only after this whole episode does he take his donkey. Misham Rav Shimon Elazar Avam Vateles Shura Shal Gedela Mavram Del Slaveshim Baboike Sheni Shina Shura Shal Gedela Mi Bilam Shaveka Bilam Baka Recham Shlacham. I'm reading Rav. Let me ask again about Tyra of the Mitzvah. Abilu Shalish Vamitel Shalishma Balishma Shabich Arvin Shleim Garbana Shekim Balak Zachi Yisrael Mimenu Ross is why Klal Yisrael was able to get Ross. Stop over here. I picked up from here. B'siyata Dishmai.